All right, welcome people. Welcome to Shaving with the Squadgeman. This is the first video since the passing of my beloved mother last Friday. So it's been just about a week. I haven't been in any position to put up a video since then, but it's time to shave. So I'd like to thank all the well-wishers and people who passed on their condolences since my mother has passed, and thank you for that. All right, so I'm soaking my face. I've soaked it already, but I'm gonna soak it again now shortly. Just get some liquid on there. I've got my shaving cup and my shaving brush here. So just going to use some of this foam. This is not foam, this is gel. So I'll squirt some of this gel in the cup, and I can use this to whip it up. Yes, I realize that this is not the gel. Usually you just use a type of soap that you turn into a lather, but I don't know when or why, but I received a package of that gel, so until it's all gone, I'm going to use it. Now, to get even wear on my brush, I go clockwise and then I go counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. You want your foam to have lots of air whipped into it, and you want it to have a nice thick consistency where it sticks to the shaving brush. Now, I know I mentioned in the past that I'm going to do less instructional and actually talk about things as I shave, but due to past week has been a rough one, I haven't prepared for that yet. So now, when you soak your face with the cloth, you want this water as hot as you can bear it, and you want to leave it on your face for about 30 seconds or more. I've done that before I started this video, so I'm just showing you as a demo more than anything else and putting a little moisture on. All right, so I'm gonna slather this on like so. I'm still gonna use an old blade. I'm overdue for a new blade, but I'm gonna push the envelope and just see how many shaves I can get out of this. Although, quite honestly, I think this is gonna be the last one. Now I'm gonna leave this shaving foam that I just created from the gel on. There's certain chemicals that are supposed to work on the skin, prepared for the shave, so we'll see if that works. Now, I got my blade, I just wet it, very little pressure. The blade is going to do the cutting, very little pressure. You don't want to push down and rake down. You just want to place the blade flush against the skin and keep contact with the skin with minimal pressure. All right, I'm going to shave with the grain of the hair. The hair is growing this way, I'm going to shave this way. I'm not going to shave against the grain. We will shave against the grain on the final pass or two when almost everything's been shaved off, but we'll get to that a little later. So this time, first pass, I don't care how much hair comes off. In some places, I'm probably just taking 30 or 40% of the hair off, but with later passes, we'll get it all. Just very gently, let the blade do the work. Even a blunt blade, you shouldn't cut yourself. If you use pressure and things like that with a blunt blade, you're probably going to cut yourself. You're probably going to get ingrown hairs or pimples or something like that. To avoid that, just be gentle. Now, sounds like I'm putting a lot of pressure, but I really am not. That's just the sound of the hairs getting cut. Sounds like feet scuffing on a carpet or something, but and this is another midweek shave, technically speaking. In reality, I've taken the week off work, so I'm not working tonight. I didn't work last night, so I haven't shaved in a while. All right, we'll call that the first pass. I'm gonna lather up again and go for a second pass. I'd say 60% of the hairs maybe came off, maybe 50, but we'll get the rest in the next pass or two. Generally, how many passes do I do? Two regular and one against the grain is enough, but since I generally make too much shaving foam, instead of just pouring it down the sink, I might do another pass. You can be more cognizant of how much foam or how much soap you're using. I don't really care. So if you want to not waste as much as I do, then you can keep track of how much you're using and make less. Puff the cheek. Technique, make the skin taut. Taut like a drum. I taught English in Korea for many years. Different meaning of the word taut. I'm using it in the sense of tight. Although when I taught English, I was a very tight teacher as well. Very good. Okay, this video is getting kind of long. I think I will do another pass just because, and then we'll go against the grain after this. So I'm going to lather up again just because I've got extra foam. Bit of self-care. Grooming, shaving, taking care of yourself is a bit of self-care. Helps with self-esteem, feeling bad, things like that. Taking care of yourself, it's kind of like a hug. Get in the shower, shaving, dressing well. Generally, you're going to feel better after the fact. If somebody else isn't taking care of you, taking care of yourself is also good. Not as good, obviously, but puff the cheek. This blunt blade is doing a great job, I gotta say, surprisingly. I'm liking the shade. All right, now let's go against the grain. So I'm gonna make the skin tight, push down here. So I'm going against the grain. I knew a guy who used to shave against the grain all the time. I stayed with him in France on a school trip, and I thought it was very strange. Back then, I had acne, so I wouldn't have been able to do that. But he did, no problem. I would recommend against it. And I spent a lot of time with different men. I was in a leadership group where I used to go on leadership retreats, and I witnessed a lot of guys, different shaving techniques at that time, and also my time in the military. All right, here's another thing. I'm just gonna put some water on my face. Now, this technique is wipe. I'm gonna be wiping, I'm gonna be feeling for stubble and shaving. I'm also pulling the skin up over the jawbone so I have a better chance of cutting it, and I'm still going against the grain. Just wipe, feel where there's stubble. This blade is quite blunt, so it's not doing the best job, but it's doing a decent job. All right, this video is getting long. We're gonna end it here. Clean off my brush. Do the bird bath. All right, let's see how we did. Personally, I don't use aftershave. A lot of guys do use aftershave. I don't see the need. I used to use aftershave when I was younger because I thought it was necessary. And I didn't like scent, so I used a scentless, more of a cream. That was good, but no, I don't use anything. All right, that feels nice. This towel has the word Zeus on it. This used to be the dog's towel back when my beloved Zeus was my companion, and that was long ago. Okay, how do we look? Let's see. Feels great. I give this a 9 out of 10, and lo and behold, I look 9 years younger. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Any comments, any questions down below? Feel free. Until next time, remember, who loves you, baby? This guy, and also remember, you're somebody's favorite person in this world, probably mine. So till next time, love you and goodbye.